And we're live, and I'm recording. Okay, this is just a quick update, primarily for those who watch the VOD channel. Like, I'm not even advertising this to Twitch, but just in case someone's like, hey, where are you streaming? Or if you're streaming, and they just pop in on Twitch and they see this VOD, hello, hi, this is me from the past telling you what I'm doing and where I am. Last week I was not streaming. I didn't even send out any notifications or any reason why. And a quick explanation is a storm came through town and took out my internet line. Like physically, a tree took out the line. Thankfully, it didn't take out our power line, and it was a quick fix. But I didn't feel like doing anything that day. Also, I couldn't really stream off of my phone's hotspot, effectively at least. So, yeah, I didn't stream last week for obvious reasons, or at least now obvious reasons. And this week I'm also not technically streaming. I mean, I'm streaming right now as I'm saying this, but more like it. There's a higher chance that the people viewing this will not be watching me streaming. In fact, I already know they're not watching me streaming. Um, so, quick presentation as to why I'm not streaming this week and possibly not a couple weeks from now. Hey, look at that. What I'm up to. I'm currently doing three things that will be taking up a majority of my life, which is great. Yay. I'm busy, basically. First thing is I'm doing community reading projects for the blind and disabled. This basically means I have a guy who I contact, or who more accurately contacts me and offers me tech news articles, and I read them in my professional studio, quote unquote, behind me, and I upload those. Those take about, I want to say, like half an hour to record, uh, and maybe like 2 hours to edit. Um, because I also have to sit down and make sure that the audio is right, I get the right lines, all that stuff. And that doesn't sound like a lot. It's like, oh, 2.5 hours, you can knock that out in an afternoon. I'm lazy, so I'm unlikely to actually knock those out. But I do need to do them because they come in, large quantities. I say large, it's like 2 to 3 articles per week. Second thing is advertisement auditions. I'm currently signed up with a website called Covoco, which basically just does auditions where a company will come to the website and be like, here's a sample script and our company and our ethos and what we're looking for in a voice actor, how we want it to sound. And I am one of the people who will take their sample script and upload me reading it. And usually I'll knock out like 5 of those in an afternoon. But I would like to focus more on doing those because I haven't been able to do those in a hot minute. Also, that is a paying job, quote unquote, but I have yet to get actually paid for it, which might be speaking to my talent as a voice actor. That's not discouraging at all. Woo! And the third thing is just general life stuff. This involves work outside of voice acting, because I actually have a full-time job. I have a week day job and a weekend job. The weekend job is volunteer, but I've been doing it for 7 years, so I guess I'm just going to keep going at it. And then the weekday job is 40 hours a week type of job. It has nothing to do with voice acting, actually. It's just to pay the bills and whatnot. So, yeah, that's what's keeping me busy in that department. Also, disregarding that, the 40 hours a week job also has me doing some 3D design and 3D modeling for some stuff. I can't really divulge what it is, NDA bullshit like that. Uh, but that's not the only thing. Not the only thing. By the way, fun fact: to anyone who's ever done 3D design, that's really time consuming. Like, holy wow, that's not fun. And it has to be a functional design too, which is great. So, like, that's taking up 4 hours after work on top of the 2.5 hours from, um, I guess, audio editing and voice acting and stuff. And then I don't really get a weekend because I work on the weekends. So I'm just taking time to eliminate stuff that is, I don't want to say unnecessary or unimportant, but just kind of lower priority. I do enjoy streaming. It is a good workout for my throat. But like I mentioned last week, there was a storm that came through. Yeah, that tree that knocked out my Wi-Fi and caused me to not be able to stream. I have to clean up all those branches manually with a chainsaw and hatchet. Cut them into little bitty little pieces. And that's a very annoying task. That's also very time consuming. So I have a lot of time consuming stuff on my plate right now. And I'm not complaining. I can handle it. But I would like to be able to handle it and still retain my sanity. So I'm going to be taking a break from streaming this week and possibly next week and maybe the week after that. I don't know. Things are pretty vague right now. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I see there's one viewer in chat, but that's hello. Hi. Just giving a quick update. Yeah. So to the people on the VOD channel and anyone who peeks in on my Twitch in the next week, they will be able to see why I'm not live, technically. Maybe next week I'll come back with a quick little 10-minute update as well to tell you how I'm doing in that department. I will say, outside the community reading, the advertisement, and the general life junk, I do have some plans for my Ecclesi's YouTube channel, which is separate from the VOD channel. That's just where I do little voice skits and stuff, and I have a couple cool skit ideas that I want to throw together, and hopefully I can get done before, what's next month? April, May, June. Hopefully I can get done before July. That is my eventual goal, to have at least one other skit or audiobook chapter done and ready by July. I'm holding myself to this. I'm promising myself. I'm actually writing the script for one of them right now. It's an SCP, I guess I don't really know what to say. It's an audio experience. There's not going to be much video-wise. I haven't planned much video-wise. But audio-wise, I plan to do a lot of sound effects, sound design, reverb, as much as my current skills allow, and hopefully can produce. So, yeah. And that's just the current one I'm working on. I have a couple others in my back pocket, along with, oh hey, a book that I said I would try and finish, and I've only uploaded 4 chapters of. I have the 5th chapter recorded. It's 45 minutes of audio, and there is an exponential increase in time it takes to edit something. Any video editor or sound editor will tell you it's 10 minutes, you can knock that out in about 15. 30 minutes will take you about an hour. 45 minutes will well, you don't know, because your brain starts to tire out after a while, and I'm ADD, so my brain wanders rapidly. And it's hard to stay focused fully on something for 45 minutes straight, let alone an hour or 2 hours. But hopefully the skit works out well. It's gonna take a while, because I do plan on doing a lot of work on it. I'm trying to make everything on the Ecclesi's voice actor channel all the effort that I can put into it, so that each one is better than the last. I already know that the audiobook, I'm 4 chapters in now, and I'm going to change a lot by the 5th chapter. Because through the community reading, I'm actually learning a lot. The guy who's sending me the articles is also reviewing my audio and giving me pointers, because he's an actual sound technician, so he knows what he's talking about, and when he gives me suggestions, I listen to them. Big shock. So, yeah. Just better audio balancing, louder audio, less clicks and pops in my voice, more confidence, stuff like that. It's very helpful. So I'm well on my way to the road to becoming a good voice actor. That's the hope. But it's still a very, very, very long road, and it's going to take me a very long time to travel that. Step by step, am I right? Anyways, thank you for being understanding. I will maybe see you back next week. If not next week, then the following week. I'll try to keep you guys updated, at least with little VOD updates. And then, yeah, hopefully we can get back to gameplay and voice practice here soon. Peace.